How was the dressing room treating you there? Because obviously there's a lot of jealousy in Mexico in any dressing room anywhere. But I've heard like the Mexican wrestlers will purposely try to hurt people sometimes if they're getting over to keep their spots and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had a few incidents where I was getting my ass kicked on a daily basis, but it was out of jealousy more than anything. Because I couldn't even have a conversation. I'm in the ring with guys who've been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years and who are bitter, very bitter. And then you have this 20-year-old kid who's been doing it for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden he's flying, he's staying in better hotels, and he's making more money in one day than they make in 6 months. So I got my ass kicked quite a bit. But then the guys were like, they kind of saw that I was okay, and I was just a kid. So they also understood if you worked with me, being that they got paid percentages, it's better to take care of him and not only hurt him, because we're making a lot of money with him. So that kind of switched. And then the office stuck me with a few guys. Like the office hired Chavo Guerrero Sr. to guide me because he spoke Spanish and English. Then they hired Haku, King Haku, to be my bodyguard, basically. So if anybody in the ring fuck with me, Haku was my partner. Didn't end well for you. And then Norman Smiley, Black Magic, he was with me pretty much every day to make sure that I got there to the arena and that I wasn't doing anything too crazy. So I kind of had the office had a crew around me to make sure that they got what they needed out of me, which was showing up so they can make a lot of money. It was different, my friend.
With Haku, do you have any stories about him that you could share? Because the fans love hearing stuff about him.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, of course I can. I mean, one time, we all knew Haku was different, and I knew the Samoans because of Montreal, but Haku was another animal. And I remember one time we were in Acapulco, and Haku was thirsty, and he saw a coconut in the tree, and like he kind of climbed up the tree and took it down and did his thing and had fresh coconut water, and nobody knew how to react to that. But yeah, I seen Haku, connect in Mexico was the big gun. He was the guy who beat all the foreigners. He was the Hulk Hogan. He was the guy who beat Hogan, who beat Andre the Giant, beat anybody who came from Japan. It was connect. And he was jacked up and he was the tough guy, and he tried to be tough with Haku, and man, Haku, had him down, had him on the ground in the dressing room, and it was about to pull his eye out of his head, and he just wouldn't stop. And Haku's not that guy. I don't fuck with Haku. One time they had me in the ring and they were triple teaming me and they were beating the shit out of me, and one guy put me in the full Nelson and they were kicking me. Haku came from behind and he fucking hit the guy with a clothesline who was holding me. The guy who was holding me, myself and two other guys, flew out of the ring and we hit the floor. And shit like that, it didn't happen once a month. It happened every single day. Haku was like that. We didn't understand it. Me and Norman Smiley and Art Bar, Love Machine, rest in peace. We would go out to a bar and Haku would come. And you can ask Norman Smiley if you ever talked to him. We never understood why guys would fuck with Haku and want to fight with him. The guys would try to pick fights with Haku. And sometimes we would see Haku take off his shoes and he would be barefoot in the bar and he'd be drinking and be like, oh no, somebody's going to die. And it was kind of like that every single day. But Haku was a teddy bear. He's sweet. He's lovable, but just, he's a great white shark. At any moment, you just snap and you're gone.